What's up guys, Chartsmith here, back again with another live trade on the NASDAQ. As you can see, we took a long trade and you think by yourself, why a long trade, Chartsmith? We are in a big higher time frame downtrend, aren't we? Yes, we are. But in the recap after this live trade, I will show you why we are looking for longs and took this long. And as a wise man once said, trading is a game where you can win if you are right when others are wrong. So always keep that in mind when you're trading. This was another quick hit and run. That's how we like them. If I take a trade and my entry gets hit and price just moves up aggressively and never comes close to the stop loss, it's always the cleanest trades. The first two TPs got smashed pretty quickly. We could put our stop loss in profit after our second TP. So we managed it nicely. Our last TP got hit, which realized us for almost $1,000, making it a 3.8 RR trade. So now I will take you to the technicals and explain how and why we took this trade. See you there. As I promised you guys in the intro of this video, I'm gonna explain to you why we took a long in this massive downtrend. I've talked about this a lot of times now, but I'm gonna tell you guys again. This dump comes from this power of 3 play with this range here, your manipulation here, and then your expansion towards the downside. I told you guys many times as well, this expansion could go all the way to here, taking all this liquidity, and we had this really clean 3-day demand where we could at least range a bit before dumping down, or range to make a new higher high with a new higher low, etc. This was the place to at least expect some new bullish price action. So this was the reason why we were looking for longs, but that of course isn't the only thing, because we take our trades on lower time frame confirmations. So let's head to the lower time frames now. On the 50-minute you would still think, well, you're still pretty bearish, right? You have no structure being broken towards the upside. You're still making lower lows. You could still make a lower high followed with a lower low. Of course we can. But keep in mind, we are in a higher time frame pivot point, so we could expect some bullish price action. Then on the 5-minute, we gained our first high over here. This can tell us, okay, price is ready to move towards the upside because we're breaking the highs. But this isn't confirmed until we're gonna leave open the lows on the lower time frame and also break structure on the lower time frame. After we made this high, we came down again and still took out this low. So there's no reason for us to be aggressive here, because when you keep hunting the lows and leaving open your highs, you're still bearish. We can only look for longs when we're gonna gain local highs and gonna leave open our lows on the local time frame. So for us, there was still no reason to look towards upside, but we had in mind, okay, we gained our first point of price action, so we have to be alert here. There's nothing more to see here except for this last manipulation here. So let's head to lower time frames. Well, this is interesting. We made a high and then a low, which caused us to hunt this low. But after we hunt this low, we immediately come up, reject this high, so we're still bearish. Because as I said, when we're hunting the lows and leaving open our highs, we're still bearish. But we don't hunt the high, but we also don't hunt the low. This can cause for us to make a nice retail pennant for price to make a compression, but that didn't happen. No, price came up again, broke all this local structure, and after breaking this structure, we came down once again, leaving open our low and making this bullish SMT. Now this is a A+ setup for me. For you guys, this could be a trap to get you into shorts, because yes, if you look at the 5-minute and only look at this point, okay, we made a lower high, we made a lower low because we were hunting the lows, we're still gonna dump down. But you have to keep in mind, we gained this high on the 5-minute, which is giving our first signals that market makers and the big bucks are ready to take out liquidity on the highs. And we're making this pattern on the lower time frame with leaving open our lows, making a bullish SMT for us, signaling we can look towards longs, and we are breaking our structure towards the upside, then all my bells are gonna ring and I'm looking for longs. When we made this low in this SMT, we made this nice BPR here, and I put my entry on the top of this bullish for value gap, stop loss under this low. As you saw in the video, we took a profit over here because this was our first point of resistance before we're gonna take out liquidity. That is why we wanted to take a profit over there, and it was a 3RR, so that's every day of the week a take profit for me. I cashed out 2 risk to reward for me there, so I had a nice 2RR profit. Then I could put my stop loss at break even. Then the second TP was for us to take out this liquidity pool over here. So we put it at the top, and then our last TP was here because that was 5 risk to reward, and we could close a trade for almost 4 risk to reward, making it a close to $1,000 trade. And as you saw in a live trade, after our second TP got hit, we consolidated a bit because yeah, we are in a point of resistance and took out some internal liquidity, so price was expected to do this. After we saw this, we put our stop loss below this low, and we waited for our stop loss or our last TP to get hit. This was the trade. It was pretty simple if you know what to look for and if you know how to read the price action locally combined with the higher time frame. And if you learned something from this, please tell me in the comments. If you have some comments on my trade or on my way of making this video, leave a comment as well, and subscribe and like for the future videos. I will see you in the next one.